Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon TCG online video featuring, of course, Pokemon cards from the current, most recent expansion of Ultra Prism for Pokemon TCG Online. I'll just say before we begin that I believe Willow is actually getting used to the whole recording routine. Seems like lately, whenever I'm about to record, she notices the headphones, notices I'm sitting here at the computer. She actually wants out immediately, so that's kind of decent. Maybe. She might decide to mix things up later on. But today is going to be, let's just say, so if you guys know the way I play the game, I tend to go for some pretty gimmicky things from time to time. Somebody did mention in the last video that they like that I play off-meta decks, and I prefer doing that. I don't want to be just a sheep, one of the crowd kind of thing. I like to stand out, even though things don't always work. But admittedly, today is going to be one of the most gimmicky decks I think I've put together in a good long while, and that means it might not work out too well, but we'll see what happens. I'll try my best to make it a success, but if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen. At least I'll try, and I'll tell you what the idea was supposed to have been. Anyway, as per usual, we got a little tiny stack of code cards left here. Let's go ahead and randomly shuffle one out of here. It's going to be a code for a Crimson Invasion booster pack. So down below the webcam, you can see we got the code for you. Again, as per usual, first come, first serve. Take this code to Pokemon TCG Online. Bring it over to your old shopping cart for the redeem codes. And get yourself that would be 11 card booster pack, including the basic energy, of Crimson Invasion. Maybe you'll get yourself an Ultra Beast, maybe some other Pokemon GX. Let me know in the comments down below what you happen to get if you are the lucky recipient of that code. Alright, so, did I name this one yet? I did not name this one yet. I'm going to do a on-screen naming again once we get the deck list thrown out to you guys there. So it's going to feature Rotom. All the different various Rotom forms here in the Ultra Prism expansion. They all share a similar, exact same ability known as, you can't speak, Roto Motor. If you have 9 or more Pokemon tool cards in your discard pile, ignore all energy in the attack cost of each of this Pokemon's attacks. Now, it's interesting they say things like that because eventually maybe they'll have like a Rotom break or something, for example. If you break evolve into a Rotom break, if they ever make one, then the Rotom break would also need no energy for its attacks. But anyway, we have this Rotom here, electric type, or lightning type technically in card terms. Plasma Slice does 120 and can't attack on the next turn. We got various other ones. We got Fan Rotom with Spinning Fan, does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. We've got Heat Rotom, which has a simple Heat Blast for 80. Mo Rotom, special mode does 60 and discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Frost Rotom does 10 plus 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon, so that's with Frost Crush. And Wash Arrow does 50 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. If we manage to get all 9 tools or more in the discard pile, then I'll be able to use any of those attacks for no energy, which could be kind of decent. I've got 2 of every Rotom in this deck. That's 12 basic Pokemon. Do you think we're going to mulligan this time? We're going to find out. Scrolling onto the energy cards, nothing. Now, going up to the trainer cards, I've got... Well, let's talk about the tools, first of all. My initial rundown of this deck, I just threw a whole bunch of random Spirit Links in there. No use for us, of course. They're just there to get discarded. I thought I didn't want to put tools in that I would actually want to make use of, because I want to hang on to those tools to make use of them. But, I guess it'll be situational. Which tool do I need to keep in play to be most beneficial for my Rotom, and which ones can I simply just throw away? So let's run down the tools quickly. We've got a couple of Bent Spoons. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to the Pokemon holding this. That could be kind of useful. I've got these 4 Bursting Balloons. The reason is it does discard at the end of my opponent's next turn. So if I need to get tools in the discard pile, 4 of these are a good way to go. I can simply throw these onto any of my Pokemon, not even just my active, if I want to simply get them discarded. But of course, if it is an active Pokemon and they take damage from an opposing attack, the Bursting Balloon puts 6 damage counters on the attacker. Very nice. We've got a couple of Choice Bands, a pretty decent standard tool item to put in for your Pokemon decks to do 30 more damage to the opposing Pokemon GX or EX. I've got 2 Escape Boards to lessen the retreat cost by 1, and I think all the Rotom have at most 1 retreat cost. That could be free retreat if we want it. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 Fighting Fury belts in here. Basic Pokemon get plus 40 HP and do 10 more damage if they're holding that, so that could be a useful one as well. Floatstone is definitely going to be a useful one, reducing the retreat cost to 0, or technically giving it no retreat cost, because if it reduces it to 0, things can still add it, but this says no retreat cost whatsoever. 4 of those in the deck, and I've got a couple of Poison Barbs as well. If the Pokemon holding this is active and takes damage from an attack, you put Poison Condition on the attacking Pokemon. That is, how many tools? 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 tool cards in the deck. If half of those get discarded, I'll be able to attack for free and still have another 9 tools to work with. Alright, other trainer cards. We got 4 field blowers. Mostly, I only put 2 usually in a deck, but this gives me 2 extra ones. I can discard my own tools if I want to. Attach them to some Pokemon, field blower them away, fueling up the Roto Motor. I've got also 4 max potions, because since we have no energy in this deck, I can freely go for full heal, remove all damage counters from a Pokemon, and discard all energy. I ain't gonna have energy. That's not gonna be a problem. Get a full heal for free, basically. 4 puzzles of time as well to bring back, if I play 2 of these, 2 of my discarded cards and put them back into hand. So in a pinch, if I need to get back one of the tools, and if I'm going to leave myself with 9 tools at least still in the discard pile, I can bring back a tool that's going to help us out. Bring back some max potions, bring back whatever I kind of need to use. I've got 4 random receivers. I'm going to have a number of trainer cards or supporter cards in this particular deck, and I want to get as many supporters as quickly as possible. I've got a couple of rescue stretchers. I can put a Pokemon from the discard pile back into hand, or if I need to, I can shuffle 3 from the discard pile back into the deck. Could come in handy getting some of our Rotom back. A couple of Ultra Balls, discard 2 cards from hand, preferably being Pokemon tools, to search my deck for any basic Pokemon and take it into hand. I've got a couple of Cynthia, so here's where the supporter cards begin. I've got a couple Cynthias, shuffle the hand and draw 6 cards. I've got a Gladion, just in case a particular Rotom or a tool is prized. Gladion lets me search the prize cards and take that card, put him in and shuffle him in with the rest of the prizes. Every deck needs at least 1 Guzma, and here is ours right here. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, and if you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched. Mostly I have him in here because if we don't have any free retreat options, I can retreat one of my Rotom active to a benched one, but I also get to choose one of the opposing Pokemon to come up. I can basically bring up a super effective Pokemon against the opponents, because as you see, I got a lot of different types in this deck. I got, well, colorless is not super effective on anything. We do have fire, grass, lightning, and water, so we have a few options for super effective weakness on the opposing side. A couple of ends as well to shuffle your hand into the deck and draw 1 card back for each remaining prize card, and that counts for the opponent as well. The main supporter I'm going to try to make use of, though, is our good old buddy, the Island Guardian, the Trial Captain, Sophocles of Mount Hokulani. Discard 2 cards from hand, again, preferably being tools. If you do, discard 4. No, if you do, draw 4 cards. Discard 2, draw 4. Again, hopefully trying to fuel up the Roto Motor Ability. So, as I say, gimmicky. 12 Pokemon and 48 trainer cards. Will we get any wins? Can we at least get some knockouts? That's the question. We're going to go with the versus, and we're going to try... Wait a minute. We're going back. I forgot one very important thing. Didn't name it. Alright, so let us go ahead. I don't think there's a really decent coin for this. Let's just go with... To represent the electric form of Rotom, and that being one of its main typings, of course. We'll go with the coin. We'll go with, let's just throw Pikachu and card sleeves. You know what? Why not? Let's confuse people. Let's go with Charizard. Alright, the name is going to be... I should really name these before I start recording, don't you think? Let's just go with Motorize. Why not? Roto Motor. We're going to motorize these guys. Yeah, it doesn't have energy cards. You want to save it? Of course I do. That's the goal. That's the plan. No enhanced hammers to worry about. Well, it wouldn't matter anyway if no basic, but no crushing hammer to worry about. No Team Flare Grunt. We're just jumping in with no energy cards. Let's see what happens. This deck is going to take a little while to set up, so if the opponent with a lightning, water, grass, and that was psychic, I believe, deck, if they can set up quick, it's probably going to be a shutout. A shutdown, completely disabling what I have to work with. But you never know, it could kind of work out. We're going to go first. We're going to see if we mulligan, because I got 12 basic Pokemon. Okay, I only got one of those 12. That's fine. They don't have basics themselves, though. Interesting. So we're not going to go for the mulligan cards. Again, I usually don't do that. I've got an option here, though. Let's see. Oh, they mulligan a couple of times. We see Chargebucks. We're going to see Vikavolt GX, perhaps, or maybe just the regular Vikavolt to get the strong charge ability. So, I can get 2 tool cards discarded immediately, and I can throw a third one that will discard itself with that bursting balloon. My first plan of action, I'm going to play the random receiver, get another supporter card out. I'll then play Sophocles, discard the Fighting Fury Belt and the Float Stone, draw 4 extra cards. I can throw the bursting balloon down. I got some options. I'll do the Bursting Balloon late, though. I might get an Ultra Ball, at which point I can discard it immediately. Let's see what the opponent starts with. You see Tapu Koko card sleeves. Is this going to be something where Tapu Koko GX comes into play and just energizes itself up? It's possible. So I'm going to, as I say, first of all, do the random receiver. I'm going to get a card out of the deck first. That way I don't risk drawing that card. I got another Sophocles, which is nice. I'm going to play Sophocles, discard the Fighting Fury Belt and a Float Stone. Grab myself 4 more cards. Got some more basics. Excellent. Frost Rotom and Fan Rotom. And I've got 2 tools in hand. I'm going to actually wait and play Sophocles again next turn and discard those tools. So we are 2 tools strong in the discard pile. We'll get 2 more. So it's still going to be another few turns, though, you know. But if I can get more tools drawn with Sophocles, I can field blower them away. I can attach some and just simply blow them away. Skyla being played by my opponent. Fortunately, we do not see any ends or what else makes us shuffle these days. Usually it's just N you got to worry about. I mean, Alima could be a thing, but people don't usually run Alima. So we see Skyla finds an Ultra Ball. I'll probably see a rare candy into Vikavolt. And Vikavolt is weak to fighting, so that's not going to help us in this deck. HP, I believe, is 150. So we're going to have to hit it with a couple of different attacks. Actually, no, Tapu Bulu. Now, what do you do? Drop you down. I want to take a look at your stats, your attacks, what we have to worry about. Horn Attack does 30, Nature Judgment does 120. You can do another 60 if you want to by discarding all of its energy. And 150 for Tapu Wilderness GX, heal all damage from this Pokemon. But it is weak to fire, which is kind of nice. So what is next from the opposing side of the field? And we got 3 cards in hand. Do they have anything to work with? Because I'm gradually getting stuff prepared. We see an energy onto the Tapu Bulu, so it can now use Horn Attack for 30. Okay. Another random receiver. We'll play that one first. Get ourselves another Sophocles. I'm kind of hiding the fact I have one in hand, too, because I keep drawing one. I'm playing the one that I draw out. So let's discard these 2 Bursting Balloons, getting us some... 2 Puzzles of Time. Do I want to use those? Not really. Well, hang on. What can I get back that'll help us? Random receivers, I guess. Let's get those 2 back in hand. I can at least play those out immediately. There's still 4 tools in there. Alright, what do we find with this one? We got ourselves N. And the other one we're going to play and get ourselves... And again, so we got 2 N's. To be honest, I kind of just want to get rid of those. I've got Cynthia in hand to shuffle myself up. Plus, if I play that, if I play N, I'm going to give them more cards. So with them having a bunch of Grass-type Pokemon, I'm going to choose Heat Rotom and bench you down. We'll end it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 tools. See, like I said, this does take a while. Thank you. I don't really think I do, but I appreciate that. Saying that I have a good deck over there. I didn't even shout out your name. Gumsy LOL. Gumsy LOL. There's the rare candy. Here we go. We're going to see Vikavolt come into play. With that strong charge. Now, they can pay, or can do strong charge to retreat. The Grubbin. We'll put 2 energy to it and then retreat. This can come up and start doing 30 damage with Horn Attack. If nothing else, I could max Potion. But then Nature's Judgment, they're just going to get 1 more energy onto it and do 120. So I got to get myself a bunch of... Actually, they're powering up the Tapu Bulu. They don't have a way to switch, though, is the thing. Let's get a Wash Rotom down. I'm going to Cynthia right now. We'll keep Sophocles. We'll get 6 fresh cards. Got some tools. Okay, let's put that... put this tool onto Mo Rotom. What do we still got? We still got 4 in the discard pile. I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Choice Band and I guess the Guzma. Let's grab ourselves a... I got Fan already out, right? What do I not have? Regular Rotom. We'll get you. So I have 1 of each Rotom now in play. However, I don't have enough tools yet discarded. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 4 more. Well, we'll lose 1 at the end of this turn with the Bursting Balloon at least. We're there's the strong charge. Do we see the grub and take 2 energies for the retreat? Thinking that we do. So I'm going to have to let them get a bunch of knockouts on my Pokemon so I can start getting my stuff powered up. With 180 HP, weakness to... No, do you have a weakness? No, you don't. I forgot. The Tapus do not have weakness in this. And that's not good. See, they didn't want to do the attack just yet. Alright, let's go with Puzzle of Time. We'll get to rearrange these cards. I guess we'll Poison Barb and Frost Rotom. So that's all we can do. That leaves us with, what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 5. Wait, did I do the math wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6 tools in the discard pile. There's the retreat. Rotom is going down. Most definitely. See, if I could get this Rotom up, we could go for the Plasma Slice to do a nice 120. So what I'm going to do first of all... I think Wash Rotom is the least effective right now, because all it does is hit the bench. So we're going to let Wash Rotom come up and take this hit. We're going to throw the Poison Barb onto it, though. So if nothing else, it'll at least take some poison damage. Again, I got to keep recounting. 5, 6... Should be 7 now, shouldn't it? No, it's not. It's 6, right, because the Bursting Bloom discarded last turn. It'll be 7 with this Poison Barb, though. We're getting us another Vikavolt in play. Do we get to see the Vikavolt GX, though? Nope, just the regular strong charge. Definitely a smart move right there. Getting, like, up to 4 more energy being attached every turn from the deck. What are you sad for? You're gonna get poisoned? Ah, you got rid of my own tool, did ya? I'll take that. So this one can do 70 with the Frost Crush. And since they no longer have grass types, our Heat Rotom is no longer as useful. So we'll let that one take the next hit. Probably is the best idea. You're gonna gain yourselves a prize for that. You should be using your strong charger to power up, because you don't know what I got planned. I could destroy this Tapu Bulu in an instant. Who knows? So we're going to Float Stone on Rotom, the standard form. Once again, recounting. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I need 2 more tools discarded. What was the next card I have on the bottom of the top 3? I forget. I don't think it was anything useful. There's their own Cynthia card being played. Shuffle the hand and draw 6. This is very, very gimmicky. It is worrisome to try to actually make this work. I just need to get rid of 2 more tools. I can easily Field Blower my own Float Stone away. We see a Remoraid being played. We're going to see Octillery, perhaps. With 2 more tools, I can start dishing out some damage. You're not going to do the extra damage, are you? I didn't think so. I was like, what are you pondering? Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? I think so, Brain. But this deck is not going to work. But we're giving it a shot anyway. I'll show you a few other options you could try to make this work a little bit better. Another Frost Rotom, we'll put you down. We're going to simply retreat Fan Rotom and let that one take the hit. Now, come on. I need 1 more tool, and I can Field Blower both tools away and start dishing out some damage. It might come down to just getting 1 knockout on a Tapu Bulu GX, and that'll be victory enough for me. If I can get 1 knockout, I'll be happy. If I don't, I'll still be happy, but less happy. I'll be happy light. Diet happy, if you will. Let's see some strong charges. No, you're just going for the damage. Okay. Well then, I'm going to send up Fan Rotom, because the nice thing with Fan Rotom, although it's got the lowest HP, along with regular Rotom, it does have free retreat cost. So... maybe they're not putting more energy down because they know that Frost Rotom could do some damage. Well, we're going to lose for sure. Because we have no way to get other tools. 5, 6, 7. I can get rid of my own Float Stone, but that's about it. Alright. First attempt is a failure. I'll let you take your damage, get your win. I could at least do 1 bit of damage. It's a possible. It's a not likely, but it's a possible. If I can get 1 extra tool taken out. If anybody's trying a deck like this, like I know a friend of mine at the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League said he had an idea how to make this work. Do you have suggestions on how to improve this kind of an idea? Because, like, I don't think it is anywhere near competitive. Maybe it could be. I could be missing something, actually. But, it is hard to, like, make this work. Even in the training, it was kind of difficult to make happen. The only saving grace there is that the opponent usually sets up pretty slowly. And, I have time to get more tools discarded. But in a competitive scene, see things with strong charge, getting extra energy out, they set up fast, these opponents. Doesn't seem like it's going to work out. So go ahead. Stop not trying to hit me and hit me. I want to get 1 more tool. Now let me actually do some math here. Hey, N could help me. Maybe they feel bad for me. They want to give me more cards. So 20 damage times the amount of all energy attached. Well, I can attack next turn at least. So we can do 20 times 6, so that's 120. We can do 130 damage. If there's any way to boost that up, that would be awesome. You really did that? Why would you do that? So we can't hit you as bad as we wanted to anymore. Curses. Well, let's go with the free retreat Pokemon at least. Let's just see what happens here. I didn't think so. I was going to try to get something that could, Guzma up their Pokemon. Let's just do this. We're going to... We're going to, Field Blower off these 2 items just so I can do something. See, they got a plus, or they got an up arrow. We can now do stuff. Let's Plasma Slice. Do 120 damages. They can simply retreat. Actually, they need 3 energy. If they have a switch, though, or a... No, they can't even Float Stone their own Pokemon. Hey, basic lightning Pokemon take less damage. That's me. And that's you. And I can't attack this turn. But I have that Float Stone. I forgot, you can retreat. Strong charge. Right. 1 energy from hand, 2 from the deck. That's your retreat cost right there. But wait, you don't need to retreat. You can simply attack me. I forgot that too. Unless they had no energy left in there. That'd be kind of sweet. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. They cannot hit me with Nature's Judgment. Huh. They can still try to hit me, but I take no damage because of the nice defensiveness. Look, they're happy for me. This is awesome. Let us switch into Frost Rotom. Frost Crush. We got a knockout, everybody! Yay! They basically handed it to me, but I'll still take it because they're about to destroy me with their other Tapu Bulu. I was going to say, well played. And definitely this opponent has a good deck. That strong charge is definitely one of my favorite ways to get energy acceleration. Alright, so the knockout is impending. Just don't waste my time with too much superfluous actions. There we go. Respectable. That 1 energy, you kind of didn't even need that as well. But you should have used your GX attack just to show it off. Oh well, so that's the first failed attempt. We're going to try 1 more though. At least we got to see the... Hey, look at this! We got something for Powerful Flood. It's kind of neat with these multi-type decks. You can get a bunch of these different online challenges complete at once, too. Alright, we'll try 1 more time. If it doesn't work, that's going to be that. At least we got to show off that the ability can be used, and some various ways to make use of it. Darkness and Colors from Conrad V. Conrad the 5th, if you will. Calling for the coin flip. Can we get the head side? Well, I mean, can they lose? Can I get the first turn? I might still. I do. Alright. Getting set up again. We have a... And again, they mulligan? This is crazy. This never happens. Okay, Wash Rotom. Again, it usually just hits the bench, so it's not as effective as some of the other Pokemon could be. So let's see what they actually have to work with. I'm expecting maybe a Zoroark with Trade. I'm expecting a Guzzlord, actually. This will be crazy if we see Guzzlord. What a crazy deck! It hasn't even started yet, and I'm pretty impressed. Okay, let's actually... I'm going to put a couple choice bands down, but I'm going to discard them immediately. I'm going to try to fuel these tools if I can. And since it's likely going to start attacking anytime, we're going to put the Poison Barb on. If I need to, I can Puzzle of Time and bring back the Field Blower. I can discard that Poison Barb, but I'm going to wait and get a different... Oh, are we going to see multiple Guzzlord? Talk about your gimmicky decks. This is Gimmick 101 right here. Both myself and my opponent. Come on, I want to see 3 Guzzlord GXs on the bench. Oh. Yeah, Rayquaza. You're going to eat sloppily. Well, you're getting close. You need double colors for Tyrannical Hole. Huh. Not much to work with here, sadly. We're just going to end the turn there. Still not quite enough to take me down, which is kind of nice. What's with all these puzzles? There, I can use one to see what I can rearrange. Let me see. I guess that's something. You know what? I'm going to go one more after this. Hopefully you guys don't find it too boring, but like, what is this game giving me? Come on, I need a supporter card. Where's my... I got 4 random receivers. Excuse me. I got so much things. Now we're going to poison you at least. We got 3 prizes for Glutton GX. How often do you actually see that happen? Never. That's how often. Actually, let's do this. We're going to keep things going for a little bit longer. Put 2 cards from the discard pile back. I'm taking Wash Rotom back, thank you. And let's grab a choice band. Wait, what do we got? Yeah, we're going to grab these 2. Because if it just so happens that I manage to get something fired off here, I want to do more damage. Although you only hit the bench, right? Never mind, we're done. We got only 2 tools discarded. Okay. Now, you're welcome to hit me and take 6 damage. And the poison. What are you, Darkrai? Why are you here? I mean, I guess it makes sense with that Dark Head. Or sorry, Dark Pulse. Alright. Boisting Balloon is boisting your bubble. Speaking of bursted bubbles, though. Yeah. Let's get a tool discarded. And let's put a tool down. Go ahead, hit me. Take the win. I'm waiting. 1 useless card. You do realize you could have knocked me out, right? You just made the biggest mistake of your life, Conrad V. Because my next card is the game-stopping... Never mind. Okay, if you don't knock me out this turn, I'm going to concede. Obviously, I'm not going to win this one. And that's going to be game. So that is the power of the Rotom deck. Now let's go into the deck manager. I'm going to show you some ways that you could possibly make this work better. I could have done that. I might try it afterwards on like our live streams and stuff, but like it takes away some of the cards I was using. The first thought I had, now of course, in the expanded format, the most obvious addition you can use is Battle Compressor. These are standard cards. I'm going to go with wait, what? Do I not have any Battle Compressors? Is it not even expanded anymore? Let me try something. Why am I not seeing them? What is going on? I want to show you is the battle compressors. I'm going to reset the filters. I'm going to take that off, I guess. Show not owned. Are they not legal? One second. We're going to the collection. I must be able to show you them here. Yeah, like, why are they not usable? I don't get it. Anyway, expanded format. The most obvious way to make use of this is Battle Compressor, the Team Flare gear. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them. You can simply take the tools out of your deck and discard them immediately. Now, as far as standard legal options, there are 2 Pokemon you can try to make use of. One of them is going to be Litwick, right here, from the Steam Siege, I believe. For 1 energy, slightly simmer, says search your deck for up to 2 cards and discard them. So it's kind of like the Battle Compressor, just only get 2, and it ends your turn for your attack, of course. So could be a slight way to get things moving a little bit quicker. Another thing you could do is Gourgeist. With the Pumpkin Bomb, does 10 damage plus. Before doing damage, you may discard any number of Pokemon tool cards from your Pokemon. This does 40 damage for each card you discarded in this way. So again, I could have put these in. That would have required adding energy, though, is the thing, and I kind of wanted to make this deck work without energy. At least we got a knockout in the first match, so it kind of worked, but it's very gimmicky and is not likely to see light of day once again. But if you guys want to try taking it on in TCG Online for our live streams, we have one coming up tomorrow night around, let's say, 8 p.m. Atlantic time. Feel free to do so. I'll keep this deck assembled if you guys want to see this thing in action. But that's going to be a wrap for today's Pokemon TCG live online match video. I want to say thank you, folks, for watching. If you enjoyed it for whatever reason, feel free to pop a like button down below. And if you want to see some more videos in the playlist of Pokemon TCG Online, there's a link in the description to that playlist. You can check that out or share that with a friend who might want to get some sort of interesting, creative ideas for Pokemon TCG Online. Some gimmicky that don't work. Others are kind of decent. Like the last one I put up was Palkia GX. It was pretty decent. It worked quite well. So you guys can check that out. And other Pokemon GX from Ultra Prism and other non-GXs too, because one of my sort of fortes is showing off the lesser Pokemon, as I call them, the non-GXs, because sometimes they can stand up against the big heavy hitters of the Pokemon GX. But if you want to see some more videos that I have done, check the links during the outro to things such as Pokemon Pearl. We've got Pokemon Go videos, Pokemon Ultra Sun. We're going to do some Wi-Fi battling, I believe, tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. And to see some more content from Professor Chaz on a daily basis, click that subscribe button during the outro or at any point below the video as it's playing. But that's going to be a wrap for today. I might try to retool this a little bit. Maybe I need more tools in there, who knows. I might try some of those ideas with Pumpkin Bomb or Slightly Simmer as well, just to see what happens. That's all behind the scenes stuff, though. You might see a different kind of format for this in the live stream. With all that, it is time to sign off, folks. Thank you once again for watching. Professor Chaz is done for the day, and I'll catch you next time.